mynews.studio.
In just 15 years, India lifted more people out of multidimensional poverty than the entire population of the European Union. How did that happen? And is it something other countries could replicate?
Today is 2025-724. Let's look at the numbers first. From 2005 to 2021, India brought down its multidimensional poverty rate from 55% to just over 16%. That means 415 million people moved out of poverty. But when we say multidimensional, what exactly are we referring to?
It's not simply about income. The Multidimensional Poverty Index captures deprivations in health, education, and living standards. For example, nutrition deprivation dropped from 44% to 12%. Child mortality fell from 4.5% to 1.5%. And there were huge improvements in basics like clean cooking fuel, sanitation, electricity, and safe drinking water.
That's quite a transformation at a basic level. What drove these changes? Were there particular policies that really made a difference?
There were several targeted government programs. For rural employment, the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, MGNREGA, created job opportunities and income security, especially in poorer regions. Financial inclusion got a boost through the Jan Dhan Yojana, which led to over 550 million new bank accounts. Plus, the Aadhaar digital ID system helped welfare benefits reach people directly, cutting out a lot of the delays and gaps.
But did these initiatives actually reach the people who needed the most? Large programs sometimes leave out the most marginalized groups.
That's a fair concern. In India's case, the data show the fastest progress was in the poorest states, like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, and among the most disadvantaged groups, including children and lower caste communities. Take children, for instance. Nutrition deprivation among them dropped from 44% to 12%. Child mortality was cut by 2/3, and electricity access jumped from 71% to 98%.
That's really striking. What about education and overall living standards?
School attendance increased, partly due to the midday meal scheme, which provided free lunches and improved both nutrition and attendance. For living standards, schemes like the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana supported food security. And there were big pushes on infrastructure: sanitation, water, electricity, and housing. For example, sanitation deprivation dropped from 50% to 11%, and electricity deprivation from 29% to just 2%.
So it sounds like a mix of social safety nets, infrastructure, and targeted programs. But were there setbacks along the way? I'm thinking especially about COVID-19.
COVID-19 was a major test. The government expanded food security programs. PMGKAY, for example, covered over 800 million people during the pandemic. Health insurance was broadened, and new employment and credit schemes were launched for women, youth, and informal workers. The digital welfare infrastructure played a key role in keeping aid flowing during lockdowns.
But with so many still vulnerable, over 230 million people remain poor. How is India working to prevent setbacks or even a reversal?
Right now, the government is expanding direct benefit transfers, investing in real-time data systems, and focusing on inclusive growth and social protection. But there's still a lack of comprehensive post-pandemic data. Experts say ongoing innovation and vigilance are essential to prevent backsliding and to address new forms of inequality.
So is India's approach something that other countries could adapt?
Yes, and that's why this story matters beyond India. Both the UN and Oxford researchers point to India's experience as a potential model for large, diverse countries aiming to meet the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. With political will, targeted investments, and data-driven strategies, even daunting challenges can be tackled.
It's a reminder that poverty is more than just income. It's about health, education, and dignity. India's experience shows that large-scale progress is possible.
And that brings us back to the beginning. Lifting 415 million people out of poverty in 15 years is more than a statistic. It's a potential roadmap for others.
Thanks for listening. This episode was powered by mynews.studio. Try now for free.